If you want to know what mistakes to absolutely avoid at all costs when you're trying to pay off your debt, this is the video for you. Coming up. Now, welcome to the channel that is specifically dedicated in getting you out of debt quicker so that you can reach financial freedom and ultimately begin building wealth. Now, if financial freedom is something that you are interested in, please subscribe to this channel as it helps this channel to grow so that I can continue posting content just like this one and helping you avoid the pitfalls when you're trying to get out of debt. So without further ado, let's execute. Mistake number one, that is not starting an emergency fund. Guys, I've said it time and time again in my other videos, okay? In any situation of which you're trying to pay off debt, your first step needs to be starting an emergency fund. If something unexpected happens, I have an emergency fund that is specifically dedicated in negating that particular situation. So whether that be medical expenses, whether that be vehicle issues, whatever the case may be, it is crucial that you start that emergency fund. You're actually setting yourself up for failure if you don't begin your financial freedom journey in paying off that debt with an emergency fund. You want to start off with $1,000. That is your target goal. If you're having issues with income or starting that emergency fund, in this video, I went over side jobs that you can begin implementing today to where you can earn an additional $150 to $500 per month. This will spearhead your steps into becoming financially free. All right, so mistake number one to avoid is not starting an emergency fund. Mistake number two that you absolutely want to avoid is not having a debt payoff plan. I posted two separate videos that went over how to execute the debt snowball as well as the debt avalanche, which are primarily two of the most popular debt payment methods. Whichever one you choose is going to depend specifically on your financial situation. My recommendation would be the more debt that you have, lean more towards the debt snowball. The less debt that you have, lean more towards the debt avalanche. The debt avalanche will allow you to save more money in the long run. However, the debt snowball will keep you motivated to continue paying that debt off so that you can reach financial freedom. You can't just shotgun blast your way into financial freedom. You have to have a strategy, you have to have a plan, and you have to execute it flawlessly, okay? And the way that you do so, number one, is starting an emergency fund. And mistake number two to avoid is not having a debt payoff plan. Mistake number three to avoid is making minimum payments. I know that when you choose a debt payment method, it does require for you to make minimum payments. However, those minimum payments are offset because you're making a large payment on either the lowest principal balance or the highest interest rate. What I'm talking about are those individuals who have no debt payoff plan, but you're only making minimum payments on all of your debt and hoping that the debt will go away. That debt will never go away, okay? You cannot beat interest on its own by paying minimum payments on interest. Mistake number three that you want to avoid at all costs is making minimum payments on all of your debt and hoping that it goes away. Mistake number four to avoid when paying off your debt, closing the accounts of the debt that you pay off. The reason that you want to avoid closing off your accounts that you pay off is that it's going to negatively affect your credit, all right? And there are a variety of reasons, but I'll just name a couple. Number one, portion of what makes up your credit score is your history of payment and the age of your credit. So when you close off your account, that automatically goes away. And that's going to lower your credit rating. Instead of closing out the account that you pay it off to a zero balance and keep it open. All right, so mistake number five that you want to avoid at all costs when paying off debt, borrowing against your 401k or retirement plan. You'll hear some people say it's okay to borrow against your 401k. I, for one, do not believe in borrowing against my 401k. The reason that you've started a retirement account to begin with is to set yourself up for success once you retire. If you keep dipping into your retirement, it hinders your ability to retire and to accumulate compound interest so that your money can work for you. You won't generally be allowed to make any other contributions until that loan is paid off. So should something happen to where you can't pay it off, you're going to be in trouble. So in theory, you never ever want to borrow against your retirement unless you've exhausted every other avenue. Mistake number 5 to absolutely avoid is borrowing against your 401k. So the last step to avoid when you're on your financial freedom journey and you're starting to pay off your debt, surrounding yourself with negative influences. You may have some friends or family that go out to eat 5 times a week, all right? So you're gonna feel the pressure of, hey Trey, you wanna go out to eat with me and Joe? Statements such as, it's only $20, what difference does it make? Or, are you really that broke to where you can't afford it? These are all things that will hinder your ability to stay motivated in paying off your debt. Surround yourself with people who are on a debt-free journey. Surround yourself with people who have already gone through what you're going through that can keep you motivated and in a positive mindset. All right, guys, so there you have it. The 6 mistakes to avoid when you're trying to get out of debt. If you avoid these mistakes, you will have created a solid foundation so that you can pay your debt off quicker and begin building wealth. So if this video has been useful to you in any way, please subscribe to this channel, smash the like button, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any other videos just like this one that's going to help you along your financial freedom journey. So until the next video, guys, I'll see you later.